Hello and welcome back to another part of GeoGuessr but in The Sims 3. As always, here is the map from the last Europe episode and everything fit in perfectly. There are not that many worlds yet in Europe, but we will get into America again this episode. And it's getting a bit cramped up, so I will see how I can fit everything from this episode. We will start with a Plymouth Isle. So I just counted the lots. I actually thought this world was a lot smaller because I only saw this part in the videos, but it's actually quite big with 121 lots if I didn't count wrong. So it's this sweet little island and it has actually a ton of lots. Has this massive mansion here up the hill, with a tiered back garden. Always takes so long for the textures to load in, like very pretty. I don't know what the general architecture here is, like there's a lot of the EA rabbit holes used, but also a ton of custom buildings. This cute pink building here. I don't know, I will just shortly look on the link. So it is a world by Into the Simulation. I think there are even videos on YouTube how the person created this world with the Create a World tool. Like that's how I know this world, because I also tried to use the Create a World tool for a bit, and these videos were really helpful with finding out how this tool actually works. But there is no specific place where this is supposed to be, so I have freedom with putting it down anywhere I want. Ooh, okay. This seems to be... Is this a motel or is this... Oh yeah, this is actually a hotel. That's pretty cool. Very colorful, also with a pool in the background. I don't know, always when I'm recording my game gets so laggy. I think that it's probably has to do with my filming software, because I did so much playtesting because I want to continue my legacy challenge and also at some point my zombie challenge, but always when I'm recording the game gets so much laggier than when I'm just playing or playtesting on my own, and that's kind of annoying. So that's also a reason why I did not do a lot of let's plays, like for I think over a year now. Obviously there were also other reasons why I didn't upload, but like recording is just really hard and I don't want to give you such a laggy mess in a let's play. So maybe it's just because all of the textures are just loading in freshly. I really hope that's the reason. So we have this cute pier here, so there's also the greenhouse from I think a store pack. I don't know, I'm not the expert for these things, like CJ always knows exactly where which item is from. Like this is so impressive when I watch his videos. Okay, most of the houses are actually like is the right word siding? I always call it paneling, but maybe it's actually called siding. There's a cute little cafe here. I'm getting just a little overview of the architecture here, but I think there are not that many brick buildings. Like in one of the last videos I realized that I think either in Washington State or more like North or South Carolina there are also a lot of these kinds of buildings, so that I do not have to cramp up all of these kind of Victorian looking buildings into New England. And I think, whoa, this is like super detailed and complicated. Oh my god, there are so many roof pieces here. Crazy. Really crazy. There are like a lot of these complicated builds on that street. Yeah, they're all really cute and I love, as always, that they're not on just a flat piece of ground. They're actually like built on a little hill. Can do really cool things with that. But now let's get into Google Maps. I just want to see, like, there is a lot of free space down here, so I will look around here, I think, first. Like, it's a little town, not too big, so I will just see. Okay, a lot of the buildings, like, I see are completely brick. Like, this would actually be perfect for a lot of more New England inspired worlds, so that's nice to know. I saw that last time, so maybe I'm actually going more here into the Great Plains, I think it's called. I always call it that. Like, that's when I did my US research. I just found out about the different regions and a little bit of the architecture. Pinpoint a little bit better. Like, these places are a bit too small to have a lot of pictures. Oh no, I just... yeah, that's my fault. I can't really tell how the buildings look. But they're... oh my god, so cute. Like, this looks again like a lot of brick here also in the back. Maybe if I go a bit more up here. There's just mostly not a lot of pictures. Residential areas. That's why, like, Google Street View is more helpful for these kinds of things. Let's go into Kentucky maybe. Okay, okay, so these are also very different from what we see in Plymouth Isle. Like, when I did my research on, like, US architecture, it mostly told me, like, these kinds of builds are just in New England, but I don't know, maybe I just misinterpreted those informations, or I just don't remember correctly. Like, now I'm back in New England. Just want to see. No, okay, so there are also mostly like this. This is again kind of exactly the houses that are here in Plymouth Isle. These Victorian builds. Maybe I could go up here more in Canada. New Brunswick. Okay, this looks like a bit more of a bigger town, I hope. Yes. So let's see. Okay. Those houses are a bit too, like, simple. A bit too modern for what we see in Plymouth Isle, I guess. But, like, at least the siding or paneling, I don't know what I'm going to call it from now. Like, that's similar to what we see in Plymouth Isle. But the architectural, like, complexity of those houses, I don't see here that much. Maybe this is also just a new build area with none like the historic houses. I have 2 worlds in Newfoundland, so I could go up in that corner here when there is maybe a world. Okay, no, so the houses are super different. Like, I think I'm on the wrong track with this area here. Then we have here, I think, either Maryland or Delaware. And I could go in this direction now. Okay, so that's Maryland. Oh, so that's New Jersey and that's Delaware. Okay, okay. Whoa, okay, there is a lot of places to go. Okay, so that's more of a city environment. I want to go more into residential areas. Like, this is again not that fitting, I think. Like, maybe more here. Like, it's probably again a New England world. Oh, okay, so the houses look a little bit like more complex with those. Like, okay, is this a church or is this a house? It looks like maybe a remodeled church, like with this tower here. But it's a bit more in the direction where Plymouth Isle is going. Obviously, also not exactly. But I think from the area, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to look around a little bit more here. Okay, this again is not so fitting. Okay, there's only these 2 houses and they also do not fit so well. Like there would be a little spot left in... Is this New York State? I think. Oh no, that's New York State. It's up here in Pennsylvania. It's down here. Oh, I always mix these things up. Let's see, but this looks okay. It's a super small town. Okay, I'm going to take a little look into Pennsylvania. Like this area is not so cramped up. I just want to have a little reference. Yet, anyway, it's not that similar, so I think this would also not be a perfect fit. Anyways, like they're very different, those buildings. Just want to take a short look into Connecticut to again have a reference. Yeah, there's these kinds of builds, like these Victorian tower builds here. That's what I'm looking for. But there are also not a massive amount here. Like probably on this. Is this the little part like it's that part here? Maybe I could squeeze in something here. I don't want to necessarily do that, but no, I think it's quite different still. So I will just, I think, I'm just so unsure. Maybe I'll just take a little look into Maine. Again, I just landed in the middle of a parking lot. Like it's really hard to find residential areas when you have no idea where you have to go for it. Like here, these are some... Okay, so no, I'm just going to do a little Google. Okay, so Google tells me San Francisco, California, but I think for that area the world is a little bit too like green. Just the vegetation doesn't fit. Maybe I can go to Old Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see if this helps. Okay, here we have Louisville. I don't know what the old part here is. I'm just going to see if I can get in a residential area more on the outskirts. And again, a huge parking lot of a school, I guess. Okay, here are some houses. Not that fitting. Let's go in here. Also not fitting. Is this Old Louisville? No. Okay. It also tells me in other older industrial cities across Ohio, Illinois, and Massachusetts. So I don't want to go into Massachusetts because it's all cramped up. So let's see, Illinois for now. I have no idea which of those areas is old and new. I don't know. I always struggle with those super specific architecture styles because like I have to be more specific with them instead of the super general US architectural style. And I know I'm going to search for a little while off camera because this is stretching out a lot. Okay, so even with the image search in Google, like I searched for these kind of houses and I learned that this is actually supposedly shingles, and yeah, that's more in the upstate regions of New England. And the thing that showed up was also Cape May when I searched for these kinds of builds. Like this is what Google told me, and I think, whoa, like these buildings, they like do nothing look like these in Plymouth Isle. Like they're very different from architecture. And then I realized I did put in Kidd Island in exactly that area, so I will put Kidd Island a bit more like up here. I already looked at this area and this is a lot more of a better fit for Kidd Island because I only playtest in this world recently because it's just so small and loads up super fast, because I think it doesn't even have CC. And then I think with Plymouth Isle I will go for that area. I was in there, but probably now I won't find the houses I was looking at. No, like I had the perfect area to look at houses, but now I can't find it anymore. Like, oh, okay, I actually found some shingle, like some, no, that's not shingle, oops. Okay, like here the architecture again looks completely different. I just found such a good area to show it off. Is it here? Oh yeah, okay, this area was more like it. Like obviously the houses are not so crazy intricate like in Plymouth Isle, but I think they have at least a bit more of a distinctive style. Okay, those not. They look all the same. I did find a shingled house actually, not only like this very standard paneling or siding, but I can't find it now. But I want to move on to the next world, so I'm going for Morgantown, West Virginia for Plymouth Isle, and the next world we're going to look at is Cape Garner. Okay, so Cape Garner loaded up. It's this... Oh my god, I didn't even see. Okay, I didn't count in these lots because I just counted 75 lots, so I do have to change that afterwards, so it's probably more around like 85 lots. It's this big island here in the middle, then we have this like probably the mainland with the mountains in the back, and then also a small island off here, and also some super tiny islands in the back. The creator actually pointed out that it is an island off Vancouver Island in the Pacific coastal northwest of the USA and Canada area, so that's nice to know. I'll just have a little look around at the houses. Like we have this little pier here with all of the rabbit hole buildings lined up here. Like this is the main town area here. This looks like a cute little bar. Then I actually want to go to the... Oh, okay. So this is just... Is this just fake buildings? Because my camera can't actually go over here. Like the camera is locked. So this is probably... Like I'm unsure if this is supposed to be like that. Like I can't... Okay, so I can go there when I zoom with the camera. But unfortunately you can't go there when you're in town view. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so now I am here, but I can't get back. Like there is some glitches with the camera. I hope I can go back. Okay, I can go back if I click on my sim, but that's a bit unfortunately for me. There is a cute waterfall here. I'm just going to ignore the bug. Maybe it's also because my game is a bit laggy. I'm unsure, but I know you can make some places like not able to be viewed by the camera moving here when you do create a world, so probably that's what happened here. Oh, okay, so is this like a little farm, like some stables for horses? Yeah, like this looks like an area for horses. Then a cute little pool here, and this big house, really pretty, like in the mountainous, not mountainous, in the foresty area here. There is, oh my god, like this modern build. I want to look at that. Ooh, okay. This is really cool with these fountains here. They even put like solar panels on the roof, and there is like this little golf area down here. Like, I don't know. It's supposed maybe to look like you're kicking the golf balls into the water. I don't know. Oh, a table tennis thing here on the roof. Like this house is really cool. But I also wanted to take a look because this graveyard looks really interesting from above. Ooh, some fountains here. Like this looks really cool. Yeah, so I think I have a good overview of the world, like very woodsy. And as the creator already told us that it is going to be here, I think this is Vancouver Island. Like I only have West Victoria Island from one of the last videos that's up here. So maybe I'm going to put Cape Garner more like on this end of the island. Let's see. Like this is really fitting already. Okay, oh okay, that's like in the middle of the nature. There are not that many places exactly up here. This maybe? Okay, so there is at least one area I can go with the Google Street View thing, but not a lot. But I think I'm pretty happy with that area. As I spent so much time on the last one, I do want to make this a bit more quick, and as the creator already stated that it's in this area, I think I will just go with it because the nature and the architecture I think is pretty fitting from what I've seen. Like the nature is like a perfect fit than these shingled houses here. Like I think this is pretty perfect, so I'm going to put my pin, I think, more on the upper part here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So we will go with Holberg, British Columbia in Canada. And with that, I'm already done with Cape Garner. And the next word we're going to look at is Sunset Died, which is again a apocalypse themed world. And it's probably based on Sunset Valley. Okay, so here we have Sunset Died, and obviously, as you can see in the view here, it is just Sunset Valley in an apocalypse setting. Obviously it was changed quite a bit, but the like here where the Altos and Landgrabs live, the house that was here is not there anymore, but a lot of the structures still are there. And what is pretty cool is that they used the original houses and just made them look like they were completely broken down, like this one where there's even like bushes growing inside of the house, like that was probably the pool, and there is some furniture in here. Then we have this city hall, rabbit hole. I think there is like those one more slot please surfaces where you could put items on and then even turn them. So I think that's how that was done, because normally you would not be able to turn furniture or items like that. I think this is where the goth mansion normally is in Sunset Valley, and it is completely gone. The street actually looks painted on, but I'm not sure if this is actually a street or if this just painted on terrain paint. Like, I am not sure if you could drive in this world with a car. Oh, okay, so that house still looks quite usable. Also, this one isn't as broken down, it's just very overgrown. But this house obviously is completely gone. I think the Sims that still live in the town are actually either descendants of the normal Sunset Valley Sims. Like Zelda May, I think is an original Sim to Sunset Valley. But like the other ones I didn't know. Like the house I chose is Erin Kennedy, and I think this is actually the lot where she lives on in Sunset Valley as well. Like this house I remember, like they're just all of the broken down houses, just to give a short overview. But in the end, I think I will just put it exactly at the spot where Sunset Valley is. I thought about this anyway, but I think I will make a like different map for the apocalypse world, so I have a distinction for them. So I think I will take out all of these apocalyptic worlds and put them in their own map. So I also can put the Sunset Died at the exact spot where Sunset Valley is, because otherwise it would just not work with how I do the map. But yeah, so that's how I will do it. And the next world we're going to look at is Hawessinmoor. Okay, so here we have Hawessinmoor. It's still, I think, very like North American, but from the overview you already see it is huge. It has 166 lots, and it has this like city area here in the middle with all these, not in the middle, but like all these high rises here, more high rises, and then we get into like this small town area more, like with some bigger mansions here. Like this is still not small town, but more on the outskirts of the city, I guess. Like there are some, like not some, but a lot of ruins here, or does it just look like that from above? Oh, okay, so go there with my camera. Like it's the same thing as with Cape Garner, that my camera is blocked here, but this time it's actually, I think, just some deco buildings. I don't know why it is looking so wrecked here, like all those destroyed buildings. I think these parks like look really interesting from above with all of these tiles on the floor. Like that looks very cool. There are some like more normal North American houses, not too particular in architecture. Then we have here the skyline of the city. That's very cool. Like there are a lot of these deco wharf buildings here. Always gives it an interesting look. And some more rabbit holes. I even saw... Whoa, okay. Just a moment. Like, why is the city hall like completely on the outside of the city on that island? Like, they use the subway system, so it shouldn't be a problem for the Sims. But still, I think it's a strange place for a city hall. Yeah, right. Here is the university. I looked at it, and actually, it is the College of Arts, and I think they just changed. Like, this is normally, I think, the rabbit hole building for business and journalism, and they probably changed the script to be like a university. So that's cool. It seems like there is a construction site with a new building. Ah yeah, there is another of the university building. So that's cool that there is a in-game university. So that makes it again a bit more complicated to point down, because now I have to decide which university I want this to be. Like, what is that building? This is probably from Roaring Heights. It seems to be a restaurant, but I don't know if it's like original or also has like a different script on it. Like a lot of the bills from Bridgeport, and I think this is from Starlight Shores. Like generally just a lot of rabbit holes, and obviously the shells from Bridgeport. Like here we have some actual houses. Like they are very cute. I love this. Like they're all the same but with the different color. It's really cute. And then we have a building like very modern architecture. I love that. With these sloped roofs like in between those pieces. Very interesting. Oh, this is also quite a big mansion here. Like super big with so many lounges. Like if this is a house for one family, then I think the amount of lounges is a bit overkill, but still very cool building. I just want to take a look into like here what the house is like. There's a lot of modern architecture, I think, so that's fine. Okay, so this has these columns, and this one looks like an actual castle. We have some more normal looking buildings here, but there seem to be all like smaller mansions. Like they all do have a pool in the backyard and are pretty big, and they do have very varying architecture styles. Like that again is more I don't know, maybe also one of these Victorian builds. I really like the terrain here. Like it's painted really nicely and also terraformed really nicely, like those witches. It's really well done, and it looks great from like close up and also from far. Like this is probably the most expensive place in that world. Yeah, this is huge. Oh, okay, so it has its own like barn. I just want to look in there, to be honest. Okay, so it's actually just a barn. Interesting. But now for geoguessing, as this has a university, like the university buildings are super modern, like that one as well. I think this is actually not just like a shell or rabbit hole building. This is... yeah, you can actually go in there with your Sims, like see what they're doing there. And it's super modern and very cool. So now I have to decide which university I will like match this to. Like I think the last video, like one of the last videos, I was looking at the University of Chicago, and I said that I will probably have another super big world, like more city type world where I could fit this to. But unfortunately, I think like these buildings of the University of Chicago do absolutely not fit what we see in Hawessinmoor. Like maybe this modern one, like this looks also super modern, but let's see. Like I just saw like a little map here. Like I do not know that many on that list, and I also do not know where they're located. I know Cornell from The Office because like Andy's always talking that he went to Cornell. I think the MIT is more like, let's look it up. Okay, so the MIT is actually in Massachusetts. I thought it was in California, but like I have no idea. But like this is very modern, but I'm not really that sure about that. I know Columbia is in New York. Stanford is in California, and I think we already have a Stanford. Harvard doesn't fit, and Princeton neither. Even though, yeah, I just thought because like this house here, like I think Tudor house, because we have like kind of this here, so it could have been like a little bit of a fit, but when I look at it like close up, like it does not look anything like a Tudor house. And yeah, like the university also is super different. To be honest, I'm really tempted to just go for the University of Chicago just because it is like look at that. Is this, I hope this is still the University of Chicago, I have no idea. Like this is super modern, and we can just pretend that they only put in like the super modern builds, I guess. Oh, there are even more universities. I just didn't realize, like I only saw those because like the form was so interesting, but there are even more university builds, and they're all like this like journalism and business rabbit hole. Like it would be probably a bit hard on that a lot to build a more fitting university for the University of Chicago. I'm really unsure what to do. I'm going to think about it for a little. Okay, so after a little bit of research, I think I will still go for Chicago, just because I think like the general vibe of a super big city is like most fitting for, like, look at that little like street over the water. It's like very similar to these bridges here and like these small streets over the water. It also has a little bay area like we looked at here. So I think like it looks very similar also on this picture here, even though this world is like super big with 166 lots. Like for me personally, I don't think this is playable like long term, but I still think that I could send my Sims to this world for like just go to the university for a few in-game weeks and experience like the city life. So I think that is the most fitting one, and that's why I will go for Chicago for Hawessinmoor. And the next world we're going to look at is Sugar Maple Coast. Okay, so I just loaded up Sugar Maple Coast. It does have a save file, but unfortunately after loading in, it told me that I'm missing some of the items, and I'm pretty sure I put all of them in. Obviously, I sorted out all of the duplicates I already had, so maybe some just didn't register the right way. But we will see when looking through. Like they have a lot of places for pets to go, like this incredibly cute dog park here. It's like very fall inspired. Oh, and like right on the other side of the street is the cat park. Again, a lot of the EA rabbit hole builds used. This is more of a smaller world with I think around 50 lots. Like it's so cute with all these fall trees. I think it's probably really optimized to play in because the lots are like so far away from each other, and then there are not really that big clusters of them, like on one spot. Like really cute looking main area of the town. It is also completely populated. We do have some more houses here. Again, they do not have like a super distinctive style. Probably would fit best into New England. But again, as always, I'm a bit cramped up there already. Like in the beginning, I shouldn't have just put any world into New England, I guess. Oh yeah, I saw that there are like 2 ghosts living here, like the Goth Ghosts was this household called. So that's interesting. Like for now at least, I do not see any CC missing. So that's nice. They have this pier here with a little beach area. Very cool. With the stairs going down and this cute like pink flooring. Like all of the builds are very cute. I think this would be a nice world to play in for like slower PCs, or if you like to play with a lot of CC, like I think this would also work very well with this world, I guess. So yeah, very cute builds here. So then let's get into it. First like obviously, as I said, New England would be a perfect fit. I remembered that I made this little like cheat sheet here for I think mostly the US, like where I put down all of these states, and then I could just like I put a ton of pictures in there like that represent the states very well. So let's go for Illinois. Like obviously this is Chicago. Like it's not super helpful, but at least a little bit. Like maybe Missouri, like we see a lot of trees there too. Like I think from the landscape it's pretty fitting. I thought I put down there a lot more like buildings, but I think as it seems I just put in landscape pictures there to get a general view. But let's have a look into Missouri then. Like again, I want to go more for like small towns. There seems to be just pictures of that one build as it seems. Let's take a little walk. Unfortunately, this is again like a winter coverage or like late fall maybe, because all of the trees look so dead. Like the houses look a bit similar. This is very much like I think like very standard, maybe a bit like old from the houses. Like take a look into Vienna. Like it looks very similar. Obviously these towns are very close to each other. Wouldn't make sense if they had like super much differences. But it looks so much nicer when the trees have green on them. Like everything looks so much happier. Like the time of year these pictures were taken makes so much of a difference. And I think this is already like I'm fine with that. Like these houses are super cute with the sun out. They look super bright and happy, just like in Sugar Maple Coast. I think if this was early fall coverage, these trees would also like look very much like in Sugar Maple Coast, obviously with these cute orange and red colors. There is some agriculture here. Also like here in Sugar Maple Coast we have some agriculture here. Mostly it's just bare land. It's not like super mountainous here. It's mostly pretty flat with a few small hills. Like not that much elevation in between. So yeah, I think this would already be a pretty good fit, but let's just go up more into that corner of Missouri, I think, just to have a bit more reference. Okay, so there are more brick buildings in that area. And again, like how sad does it look with all this, like just... And oh yeah, here we see the difference it makes. Like it looks so much happier and nicer now. Like winter is just a really sad time. It seems to be early spring, I guess, because the trees just get their leaves back. And sad again. Yeah, like I think these houses are just very fitting. Like Sugar Maple Coast, as I said, doesn't have like a too distinctive architecture style used, so it's perfect for just putting it down anywhere. Like I think that would make sense. I'm just checking shortly what the creator maybe has said. Okay, so as the creator stated, it is a remake of a Sims 3 pet world that was exclusive. Like, I don't know that game version, but they didn't say anything about like where they thought it was located. So I think I will go with, was it? Oh no, it wasn't Iberia, I think. Yeah, Vienna was the one I liked most. Like, I think this fits pretty well, so I'm going with that. And like with that, we're already done with this episode of GeoGuessr in The Sims 3. I know it was a little bit chaotic in the beginning. I think I fixed like the super laggy thing that my PC was doing, or my game was doing. And also, I'm still not super happy about where I put Plymouth Isle, but as the map gets a bit more cramped up, it's just not so easy to put any world wherever. Obviously, if I had a stronger iPad, I could have made the map like more in depth, but I also like that the worlds are a bit more like sprawled out around the US and not just on like, if I would have gone realistic, I probably would have put every world like on the coast, and all of the worlds would be just stacked up next to each other on the coast. So I think it's fine like I'm doing it. Like, obviously it's not totally realistic, but I'm okay with that. I hope you're too. And thank you a lot for watching. I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!